on air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Good evening and welcome to Bob Scene Park here in beautiful Struthers, Ohio for Game 1 of the Pony Palomino World Series in the Eastern Zone. This game between Beaver County and Youngstown. Hi everybody, Matt Marr and Jordan Barber on the call for you today. Jordan, great to have you here. It'll be your first time calling a baseball game with me for non-Class B, so
yeah,
a little exciting. We'll be the left fielder number 28, Austin Hewitt. On the bump today for, I almost said Astro Falcon here, pretty much the same lineup for Youngstown.
It's similar.
Is number 22 and Keon Baskerville. Baskerville normally does pitching out here for the Astro Falcon in Youngstown Class B. Did a good job this season. Obviously, Astro Falcon winning the 18U Class B championship versus Nightline. So you've got a good team out here for Youngstown. We'll see what the first pitch comes in at strike number 1 to get things started here at 6:03 p.m. So 1 to start here on DiCaprio. No stats available here. Won't even look for the Youngstown ones either because who knows the pitch. That one just off the mark, and the count will even up 1 ball and 1 strike. A little bit of wind blowing out towards right field. Obviously, we got some smoke out here as the wind has shifted again from those Canadian wildfires. The 1-1 is low for ball number 2, and the count moves 2 balls and a strike.
Not as bad as it was at the beginning of the summer, but still, you can see it. Walked out last night, smelled the air, thought I was smoking something. It's like, nope.
The 2-1 pitch. That one just misses a little bit too low here. Always interesting to see what the strike zone is for the umpire. This umpire seems to have his mind together here. Sometimes they're all over the place. The 3-1. Up high, misses ever so slightly for ball number 4. And the count, well, moves in favor here of the batter. Runner will get reach via the leadoff walk. Not what Baskerville was hoping for here. We'll see what he can do now against Miller. Now out there defensively. Behind the plate doing the catching is John Chalice. Over at first base is Jack Lute. Well, third base, since we just brought it up here, is Ben Slanker. Shortstop is Owen Henney. The first pitch is in there for strike number 1. At second base is Ben Kern. Out in the field and left is Antonio Cordero. Center fielder is Jacob McGuire, and right is Justin Weaver. An idea of what that defense looks like here for Youngstown. The 0-1 pitch. That one's low, blocked well here by Chalice. Always want to give these catchers the credit that they deserve. It's not easy to get those balls, Jordan.
No, sometimes they take just these awkward bounces. So used to seeing that a lot, especially playing on turf. They would just go everywhere.
The 1-1 is swung on, popped up. Runner did go. That one's out of play, though, and the count will move 1 ball and 2 strikes now on the batter. Beaver County out here wearing their red tops here, white pants, no stripes or anything. Looks like they have white baseball caps with red brims. Youngstown out there, all white jerseys with some gray shoulders and
it's like an orange cap. I like that color scheme.
Yeah, no, orange definitely works out here. The 1-2 throw over to first, pickoff attempt not in time. And field umpire noticed that one, so good thing that he's paying attention. A little bit of an early test for him, just like for you and me.
Yeah, we were talking previous that sometimes, you know, what if the umpires don't show up? I said, you know what, we can umpire from up here. Just zoom right in with the camera. I'll call balls and strikes.
Sometimes I think I have a more accurate call than these guys do, and I can't even see the plates.
Yeah.
The 1-2 is swung on, popped up, might be playable. First base chasing after it. Lute looking, going, and it goes on the warning track and out of bounds into the bullpen. And
just couldn't get there in time. It was good effort, but that ball was just way out of their reach. Almost didn't even land in the field, just kind of bounced over the dirt.
Big,
on the dirt over the fence.
Long, kind of deep foul territory here on either side. Deepest of all 3 fields here. Definitely got that whole minor league feel, not just the dimensions down the lines into the outfield. About 410 dead center.
Those dimensions, the 330 down the left and right, that's bigger than some major league stadiums, Yankee Stadium.
The 1-2 pitch, low, down for ball number 2. Throw over to second, tag. Did he avoid it? No. That is out number 1 here as he gets caught trying to steal. So DiCapio's walk will not be in effect here for Beaver County.
Looked like he dropped the ball. I guess he made the tag before that.
Don't think he dropped it at all. I think just the way
maybe
it was bouncing in. It just looked like, you know what, he's deceiving. And here's you thinking that you could be the umpire up here.
Well, I was looking through the screen, not on the actual field.
That's pretty much what you're saying you'd use. Yeah. The 2-2.
Look, I never said I'd be a good one. I just said that I would be one.
Flown out towards right field, not deep at all. Weaver's underneath it, makes the grab, and there's quickly 2 away.
Good way to come back from that. They had base runner with no outs. Now no base runners, 2 outs.
Bo Fornitano will step in here. Center fielder here today for Beaver County. We'll see here if he can keep things going for his team, or rather just get things going since nobody's on board. They couldn't make the walk work for them. First pitch. That one's low. Called, actually. Strike number 1, and that right there is why we are not the umpires. That looked low. Kane was coming in. Could have been. Maybe it was borderline.
Zone, yeah.
The 0-1 pitch.
Caught the edge.
Swung on, hits that one right over to second. He's got it. Throw over to first. In time, on target for out number 3. Half an inning in the books here. Beaver County cannot capitalize with the runner on. In fact, he gets caught. So, scoreless heading to the bottom half of the first inning here on YSN.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
About ready for the bottom half of the first inning. Let's meet the starters here for Youngstown. First up is the shortstop, number 8, Owen Henney. He's followed by the designated hitter, number 3, AJ Havrilla, and then the first baseman, number 16, Jack Lute. After him in the cleanup spot is the catcher, number 7, John Chalice, and then the left fielder, number 20, Antonio Cordero. My bad. After him is the third baseman, number 1, Ben Slanker, and then the center fielder, number 24, Jacob McGuire. He's followed by the right fielder, number 9, Justin Weaver, and rounding things off will be the second baseman, number 12, Ben Kern. Of course, Avrilla in there DHing for Baskerville. On the bump here today for Beaver County, Dante Nolly will take over that responsibility. Well, the winner of this game will play against Tigers Elite here at around 8:15, give or take. Just depends on the ending of this game, of course. No, not really sure if there's time limits or run rules or anything in this. I'm sure there are, and I'm sure somebody will tell us, or we'll be pleasantly or unpleasantly surprised here, depending.
Yeah.
But Tigers Elite waiting for the winner of this game here. The loser will go into the loser's bracket. That game will be played at 6 p.m. tomorrow versus the loser of Tigers Elite and the winners of this game. If that makes any sense. First pitch comes into Henny. That one's in there, just able to get a piece on the side there. Strike number 1 here to start things off against Youngstown. Beaver County looking to see if they can get a little bit more defense going, a little bit more ahead of their offense. The 0-1. Wines throws in. That one's a little bit too high, ducks down a little bit too. So he was afraid it was going to get on top of his noggin, doesn't, and the count's even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pretty decent crowd here, obviously a lot more Youngstown faithful, but I can see some Beaver County as well, so glad they were able to make the trip. That one a little bit off there, and it looks like the umpire just waved off, just saying, all right, goodbye. It's a little bizarre. It was a little dainty, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure. I've never seen that symbol before. Like,
interesting. Okay. The 2-1 pitch swung on, pops up, goes back. It is out of play, and the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Henny.
So that flew back, landed in the little factory over there. Right next
warehouse, factory, whatever it is. I'm never even sure. Could have just
no
gone right
idea.
over to the train tracks. I mean, we're close enough. The 2-2 is swung on. That one's just going right into the backstop, and it'll stay right in front of the Bob Seam Park sign on the grass. NABF signs on either side here. Almost done with that. Just have one more weekend, and then, well, this field's pretty much going to be vacant, a ghost town. The 2-2 is inside low for ball number 3, and the count will run full here on the leadoff man for Youngstown. Payoff pitch. Wines throws and swung on, and he got some contact just to foul it off. Got a little lucky on that. She was going
stay
digging.
alive. He was.
Going on a bit of an excavation journey there and just came up with almost nothing.
Yeah. They used the terminology. He said, he must have thought he was on the golf course, not the baseball field.
Huh, trying to shoot par or something here.
Yeah.
Payoff pitch again. Nolly's ready, tosses in, swung on and trials that one into left field. As my partner said, beautifully hit, runner to first base, and he'll lead things off with a single. So good there for Youngstown to get things going on the right track. That'll bring up AJ Havrilla.
Yep. It's down in the count, fought back to a full count. 2 payoff pitches. Finally makes contact, and it goes the right way. And you couldn't have asked for a better hit, better leadoff hit.
Now we're
See
talking
what they
about,
can do with a runner on first.
Talking about the NABF 14 and 16 U championships here. Just rounded things up here yesterday. The pitch is low, bounces away high. Runner will take off, comes into second base, thinking about third, and he'll hold up there at second. So stolen base on a wild pitch. They'll take that any day of the week. But the 16U and 14Us just finished up. Astro Falcons 14U team was good enough to go ahead and win theirs. Was on the call for that one. An exciting game versus the Avalanche, another Class B team. The 1-0 pitch here. We'll get to the rest here in a moment. It's inside, called strike number 1, and the count will even up. And then over for the 16U side of things, Creekside went up against the BHM Buckeyes and came back and won that one 3-2 and 7. So two very exciting games, one a little bit closer than the other, but two Youngstown area teams got the win. The 1-1 is low in the dirt for ball number 2, and 18U starts up next weekend here, and we'll see a lot of these guys on the Youngstown team, if not all of them. We'll just see what their availability is. Sometimes you get some kids, sometimes you don't. It just depends. We'll see them out there on the field throughout the entirety of the 18U and ABF. That one swung on, goes it right past, well, a little bit off the glove there of the third baseman. Pardon me here, trying to get myself acquainted here with these names and read my own handwriting and be my own worst enemy. Luke Snavely. So runner's at the corner here. That's what I'm getting at.
It's a bad bounce. He tried to get it in his glove, but it feels like it just kind of bounced off of it and went over his head. I mean, if he didn't get up there and stop it, that would have scored a run easily. So he did a good job of just keeping that, shallow enough to where they can hold the runners. But now you got a runner scoring position 90 feet away from home with no outs. I think that to worry about.
First pitch. That one's in there, placed perfectly there by Nolly, and it's strike number 1.
There's going to be no arguing from us on that call.
Well, trust me, we'll argue everything we can.
But not that. That was
got to find something to
real
talk
good
about
pitch.
some of these games. The 0-1.
Runner goes.
It's in there for strike number 2. Throw over to second. Tag. Well, no tag applied here. And all his focus was on the runner over at third base just to make sure he didn't want to run away. He didn't. We've got runners now both in scoring position here, but the count is very negative here for Lute as he is in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Nolly's pitch is swung on, drills that one down the first base side. It goes very foul, and the count stays no balls and 2 strikes here on number 16.
The throw to second was a little high. It almost went into center field, which have given up a run for sure. That pitch was way inside, almost hit his knee.
Count moves 1 ball and 2 strikes now on the batter.
Looking to fight back from this 0-2 hole, maybe even up the count, or what you want here is a base hit.
Now we'll see if that can come to fruition. The 1-2 pitch is swung on. He drills that one into the netting there, just off into the backstop. It extended just right over the dugout this year. Brand new everything. So
he's doing good making contact, but that contact is just not where it needs to be.
Next pitch comes in. It's swung on, hit down the first base line. Again, another foul ball.
It's getting closer.
Getting closer.
Maybe the next one will be just right down that line, straddling the line a little bit.
Maybe. Again, we look in, and that 1-2 pitch from Nolly.
This pitcher taking his time, wants to find the right one.
Puts it low, doesn't find it there. Count will even up now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some sun trying to peek through the clouds and the smoke out there, more so smoke than anything.
Yeah.
I think other than that, it should be a clear day, the 2-2. Slow for ball number 3. Looked like he was getting ready to go ahead and take his base. Maybe he forgot what the count was, and the umpire said, nope, hold your horses.
Full
Not
count.
at least yet. But yes, a full count here. And Nolly's payoff pitch is going to have to pay off in a big way for him. Still working, nobody away, and 2 aboard right now in the third batter. The payoff is swung on, and he fouls it again. This time a lot more obvious on the foul ball as it goes back right next to the dugout. Doesn't even quite make it there into the backstop, so count stays full.
He's regressing. He was super close on that last foul ball, but it's going back. It's going the wrong way. Got to get it a little bit more to the left.
Definitely hitting with power, though. He just needs to get something that he can hit at.
He's doing great at making contact.
Nolly just knows exactly what he can do, and he's just trying to keep it right out of his wheelhouse, and he's doing a successful job. This one swung on, hit over towards second base.
Gonna bring in a
Charging
run at
in,
least.
hustling, throw to first in time, yes. And like you said, another run comes in, or pardon me, the first run comes in here. 1 away and 1 in. Youngstown takes the lead. Home team on top on the RBI ground out by Lute.
Yeah, runner advances to third as well, so the threat is still there.
John Chalice will step in and see if he can maybe bring in the runner a little more cleanly and get on base himself.
One out to play with. I mean, got plenty of options here.
First pitch is low for ball number 1, and more counts like that will help. More pitches like that will help as well, the offense at least. The 1-0. Wines throws in. That one swung on, hit to second base. He gloves it, a little less clean, but throw over to first. Another RBI ground out here for Youngstown makes it 2-0. And now 2 away.
Well, some good situational hitting back-to-back there. I mean, you know, you got runners close to home. You just got to get them there, and now you're up 2-0.
They make it work for themselves, and now they got to get a base hit or maybe a walk, another error perhaps. Just one way or another, you got to get on board.
Antonio going. I mean, might as well.
Pardon me. I tried to say you cut me off. This is on you. Antonio Cordero, the first pitch is swung on, popped back, out of play, and it's strike number 1.
Blame it on the color guy. I see how it is.
Don't always need color, Jordan. Happy you're here. The 0-1 pitch. Set, throws in. That one a little bit off. Nope, never mind.
Umpire disagrees with you.
Always do. They don't like me.
It's almost like he has an earpiece listening to the broadcast live. And he's
That's
just like,
one of my favorite conspiracy theories right there.
Yes.
The 0-2 pitch.
You haven't been able to prove it wrong, so, you know.
It's low for ball number 1. They can prove me wrong when I'm over on 2, but they don't need an earpiece if I'm right there behind them yapping.
Yeah. Just have to have a good hearing.
Never too early to get a hearing aid. The 1-2. Did he go after that one? They'll peel, and yes, he does, and that's going to do it here for the bottom half of the first inning. 2 come in, nobody left aboard. Youngstown takes the early lead, heading to the second inning.
There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org that works for your sports network. Super Dave, Kristen, Scotty, and myself. And if you love our work at Golden String, Isle, and Purple Cat, you are going to love the soon-to-be-open GABA Camp out at Farmer Casey's Ranch in Coatesville Township. It has all the nice, beautiful scenery, will feature cabins, and a whole lot of other great outdoor stuff. I'm Radar Pavlov, and my sports network is your sports network.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Top of the second inning here for Beaver County. It's going to be 43, Skylar Welling, Luke Snavely, and Jaden Beluski to start things off for them. See if they can get some offense going here against Baskerville. Other than the walk, good job so far in 1 inning. We'll see if he can keep it up. Wearing a blue glove out there, fluffs it a little bit here. The first pitch is swung on, drills that one out towards center, although not as hard as it initially looked. Underneath it is McGuire, and there's 1 away, 1 pitch in.
Oh, that was easy.
Well, makes it look that way. Snavely will step in here, and, well, let's see here. Maybe he can have a little bit more of a battle, or if he swings in the first pitch, maybe he can make contact and actually put it down in the green.
That's what they're going to need here, down by 2. It's an early game, though, so.
First pitch. That one goes down low into the dirt there for ball number 1, and this time, that could be the umpire. The 1-0. That one a little bit too low again.
Yeah. You know, one time I was going to be an umpire, but they never called me back. I went to see my uncle playing a tournament near me.
2-0. That one just misses ball number 3. Ooh, even he was undecisive for a second there.
And this is back when I was still in high school, so I went to see my uncle and we talked for a bit. He was like, hey, you want to be an ump?
3-0. In there for strike number 1.
Didn't even try to swing, just held his bat like, all right, I'll let you have this one.
Well, you don't normally swing at 3-0.
Yeah.
Now the 3-1 here. Swung on and missed. Well, you do swing at 3-1. You got a strike to take. Might as well see if you make some contact. Counts full.
That was a good pitch to hit there, but this pitcher, he's not wasting a lot of time.
Payoff is low. Called strike number 3, and there's 2 away.
So yeah, I went and seen my uncle. I gave, he asked if I wanted an umpire. I was like, yeah, I'll be an umpire. I love baseball. So I gave my uncle's boss my number and everything, and he said, I'll call you later when the tournament's over and we get the regular season started.
Jaden Beluski up at bat right now. The first pitch is in there for ball number 1.
So yeah, I never heard back from them, and I didn't know the guy's number, so I couldn't call him. I asked my uncle, and he said, oh, okay, I guess they don't need you then.
The 1-0. It's unfortunate. Slow, called just enough there for strike number 1.
Here I am still working in sports, but on a different thing than I thought it would be. Because YSN didn't even exist back then when that happened.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Batter's down the count, a strike away. Here is Baskerville from, sending us here to the bottom of the second inning. Scoreboard's a little behind right now on the outs. The 1-2 is swung on, fouls it back here, and the count stays the same. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It won't be the first time that scoreboard messed with us a little bit.
Oh yeah, we had a few of that happen.
Most notable when we caught a game out at Eastwood Field.
Oh yeah.
The 1-2. Slow for ball number 2, and the count's even. Got to a point where I ended up just getting off the call here, letting you finish or take over for me for about an inning. And I went over and just told them that's not correct.
Yeah, because you were keeping track of everything.
I had everything right there. Didn't miss a beat, but they looked away for 1 second, and we were just so confused because they had a tie game, and it was a 1-run difference.
So, like, your scorekeeping and our realization that they were wrong.
And the fact that we can go back and back up our claims.
Yeah.
3-2 swung through, missed, and that'll do it here for the second inning for Beaver County. Still nobody in for them. Got to try a little bit harder. Well, Youngstown comes up here. We'll see what they have.
Everything you need to find a vehicle you love is right here at Greenwood Chevrolet. I'm Tracy, and I have the tools to make buying a car you love easy. Browse our inventory in person or online and find a vehicle that's right for you. Next, I'll get you approved for financing that works for you. Then, drive home in your new vehicle. I'm Tracy, and I have the perfect plan to help you drive home in the perfect vehicle. Find a vehicle you love only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are 2 of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
Ben Slanker to start things off here for Youngstown. The pitch is swung on, flown out towards center, not too deep, way high here. Forentaro after it and makes the grab. 1 away here.
I think that was a bit deeper than we both thought that was going to end up, but it wasn't
Not
deep enough to matter.
Got to go that whole 410 when you're going that far, and that's a very, very tall order there for anybody.
Especially at this age. I mean,
330 is more doable. I've seen home runs down the line, but going dead center, you almost never see that here at any of these three parks fields. And the other two have smaller dimensions. Dead center, the pitch is low, called strike number 1. So
And the upside to that, though, is if you can get a good hit out the center field, it's almost a guaranteed double, potential triple. I've seen it triple the games I called the other day.
So often. McGuire, the batter right now, the 0-1 pitch is low, bounces away here. That happens a lot too. Counts even 1 ball and 1 strike. No.
Not a pressing matter, no one on base, so no need to chase after it. Just let the on-deck batter come up and grab the ball.
McGuire chases the ball, is on deck here, and there goes your first 3 batters there. Slanker started the 1-1. Does he go? No, holds up. They appeal.
Didn't look like he went. Umpire calls him
safe as well. Yeah,
yes.
Nope, does not go around, and it's a good eye there from everybody involved, other than the catcher who seemed convinced. But
well, I mean, you got
behind and you're looking up. The 2-1 swung on, hits that one to first. He's got it. Nobody covering right now. Now he's got to hustle.
It's a race.
Throw tag.
Doesn't make it.
Who's got it? The runner beats out the tag on the bag. McGuire will be aboard here as he hustles and gets himself an infield single with 1 away. Phenomenal base running there. Take advantage there of a little bit of an oopsie by the defense.
Yep. It's on the pitcher. You got to run over and cover that, which he was doing, but he didn't. He kind of hesitated a little bit, which that little hesitation just cost a base runner.
Justin Weaver, right fielder for Youngstown. The first pitch is a low for ball number 1. So good start there for his at-bat. You got Ben Kern, then you're back to the top of the order here for Youngstown. So chance to get there in 2 innings. That's efficient. The 1-0. Swung through and missed. Goes after a ball, sinking low here. Maybe a little off as well, at least from where I'm sitting. And the count's even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner with a bit of a lead off, not too much. Nothing insane out there at first. The 1-1 comes in. Nolly tosses. It's in there for strike 2. Throw over to second. No, he holds on to it instead here.
Looks like he kind of fumbled the ball a bit in his glove and just decided to hold on to it instead of throwing it and potentially risking.
They'll take the strike and they'll allow the runner to get into scoring position. Weaver just needs to get one in play.
If you can get this out, then you got 2, and
he gets the out.
Just that.
Swings through and misses for strike number 3. 2 away. Now for Kern. So they'll have at least gone through the entirety of the order once in the 2 innings. They can at least boast about that, but if they can get more runs, I'm sure they'd be even more ecstatic.
Yep, he's able to get on base here. The top of the order comes back up.
First pitch comes in here to Kern, and it's a little high for the umpire's taste, and it's ball number 1. Still waiting to see here how consistent his strike zone will be here throughout this game. Seems pretty fair right now. I'll give him that. That one's low and almost went into the dirt. Good job by White behind the base, though, to be able to just dig it out. Or at least prevent it from having to be dug out. 2-0 now comes in from Nolly. He throws that one off. Let's go that one way too late. His arm was already across his chest by the time he let go of it. So as soon as he did that, you knew that wasn't going anywhere fast. And it's a 3-0 count.
The catcher's stepping on. Maybe something wrong with his glove.
It looks like it, yeah. It looks like an equipment malfunction. Maybe something tore. Maybe a thread came loose and he just doesn't have time to get it tightened. So hopefully they have a backup glove and they can go ahead and replace it. Oh, yeah, they do very quickly like that. He's already got a new one on. So it's not going to take too much time. They don't have to actually step aside and take a lot of time out of this game for repairs. They came prepared, which is good for us and good for everybody watching.
Absolutely.
And good for them, too. Good for everyone.
Minor inconvenience. We're ready to play ball.
Nothing where you're going to have to sit through a few ads.
Yeah.
The 3-0. That'll come soon enough. It's in there for strike number 1.
He thought that was ball 4.
Oh, I did too, to be honest.
He was about ready to throw. I thought that was low, but
I thought so too. Must have just gotten a piece on the
about
bottom
ready
of the
to toss
zone.
his bat and head up. But
ever so slightly got it. The 3-1 now. Runner takes off. Swung on softly to short. He's got it. Throw over to first. Is in time for out number 3. So, one's left on, nobody in. Great job by McGuire to force himself on board with that base hit, but nothing to it here. 2 in the book, still 2-0 Youngstown here on Wise.
Your culinary adventure awaits at Legends Food and Drink. Experience a welcoming ambiance while you explore our appetizing menu featuring over 20 meals under $20 and over 30 lunches for $12 or less. Our private dining room seat between 10 and 20 at no additional cost. And don't forget our spacious 35-seat bar for your favorite sporting event. Book your special occasion in our elegant banquet room that seats up to 150 comfortably. Legends Food and Drink, a taste you'll remember. Market Street and Route 224 in Boardman.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
So to start things off here in the top of the third inning for Beaver County, Zach McLean. He's followed by Blake White and Austin Hewitt. Then they'll get to their second time. Back to the top of the order soon enough. 0-1's in there. Baskerville coming in here off of back-to-back strikeouts to end last inning. 3 up and 3 down. That one swung on, fouled right back. Gets behind us and everybody here. Count moves no balls and 2 strikes.
No way was that one playable. Got to make sure they keep track of these foul balls. We don't want to have to delay the game again because we run out of baseballs like what happened to me.
0-2 is swung on, foul back. You ran out of baseballs now.
Yeah, the first game that I was calling here a couple days ago, about halfway through the game, there were so many foul balls hit and nobody was chasing them, so there was just like no balls left to play. So they had to call the game off for a couple of minutes to find baseballs because they, you need baseballs to play baseball.
0-2 is just off the mark here low for ball number 1. Haven't seen that happen yet here. Normally they get close to it. Maybe they're on their last ball, but they're able to make it last.
They had,
you actually had to pause the game for that.
They had, I think, 1 ball left or something, but they just, or maybe they had the last ball.
The 1-2 is swung on, flown out towards left center. Left coming in, now center. Who's got that one underneath it is McGuire and makes the grab. So that answers that one away here on the fly out to center field. Here on the leadoff man for Beaver County. So now Blake White.
I think they did run out of baseballs. They found 1, but they just decided to get more because the umpire has his little pouch. She have at least a couple extra balls just in case something happens.
And what's even more annoying there is you're talking about a few days ago, that was the NABF. They have to use the balls with the logo on it or else they won't be allowed to play.
Yeah.
They have to use the logo balls.
They have to keep track of all their baseballs.
They're being very specific about those rules. If it doesn't say NABF, it says anything. If it says NCAA, something on it that isn't, if it says it's basically anything else, they can't use it. Can't use the souvenir baseball that they got at Progressive Field or PNC Park or wherever. And they
or out in Cooperstown, like our yellow balls we got.
The 0-2. Swung on, foul back. It's a cool little souvenir there.
Man, those things are great.
Yeah, really cool souvenir from the Baseball Hall of Fame. Yellow baseball, but it looks old-timey. Really nice design on it, too. The 0-2 pitch is just off the mark here. Just barely. It's ball number 1.
A lot of cool things out there. It's just some random small town in the middle of upstate New York. You had to drive down dirt roads to get there, but it's like a baseball lover's paradise out there.
1-2 is swung on, hit right past the glove there of Slanker at third. Gets into shallow left field. Cordero comes in, and there's going to be a runner aboard here. That's a 1-out base hit for Beaver County. That is their first hit of this game versus Baskerville. So if it took them until the third inning to find it, Baskerville's having himself a good start to this game. We'll see here what Austin Hewitt can do.
He's gotten out of jams before, the runner on first.
He walked one, it didn't hurt him. So yeah, he's more than capable. Like we said, good start. Back to that, back to the Hall of Fame there, though.
Oh,
it's just too bad that it was raining and that we just couldn't get over in time to to the field right there, the Hall of Fame field. That would have been really cool to just go around. It's old-fashioned.
And it was kind of an impromptu trip because we were supposed to go.
Pitch is low for strike number 1 called. Yeah, it started raining. We were going to go see the Guardians play the Mets. Yeah.
And when they were in New York back in May, but then they canceled the game. So we're like, hey, we're not too far away. Let's take a ride out to Cooperstown. Your uncle drove us out there. So that was, I mean, it was a fun day, but yeah.
The 0-1 is low. Called strike number 2, and the batter's in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes here on 2-8.
Definitely something my brother, when I got back, told me, like, he really went there without me. I was like, yeah, well, I'll take you there.
Well,
eventually.
he stole your glove, so you know what? Tit for tat.
He did.
The 0-2 pitch is swung on, flown out towards right field. Weaver going underneath it. He'll set underneath, makes the grab. 2 down. Runner stays put at first base. Doesn't try anything silly here.
No need. He would have been thrown out easily.
Yeah, we're getting ready to leave, and you're running a little late to pick me up because you can't find your glove, and your mom tells you, oh, your brother took it.
And I was like,
oh,
well,
no.
Fine. He can buy his own hat. I still bought him the hat,
because
though.
Your brother of the year right there, MVP. If
Right.
joke's on him, you got to go to the Hall of Fame.
I did.
First pitch comes in. That one's swung on, hit out towards right center field. That one's going to find a hole. As that one's very, very shallow. Runner around second. Now tries for third, and they throw over to third instead of second base. Just thinking maybe he was going to not put on the brakes. That might have come back and hurt them here. Is now the runner there is going to get very lucky. Base hit for DiCaprio.
Oh, good base running, you know, not worth risking. I mean, you already have 2 outs. That would have ended the inning, and this is the closest you've been to scoring.
I wouldn't say good base running on that one. Again, he shouldn't have gone over if he really didn't feel he had that opportunity to get to third. It was more so lucky base running right there.
I'll say that. It was a great throw, though. So.
Yeah, it really did stop him, but he was already back in his tracks at that point.
Yeah.
Well,
good coaching as well from your third base coach saying, hey, hold up. You're going to get thrown out if you don't stop.
Pitch comes in, and that one's high, a little bit off for ball number 1 here on 44. So we're back to Cameron Miller. 0 for 1 in this game, a fly out into right field. DiCaprio, of course, started off this game with that walk. Now again in here with a base hit. And that's why you have 2 aboard. The 1-0 swung through and missed. And the count evens up. 1 ball and a strike here now on Miller. Fornataro after him. Again, working with 2 away, so not a lot of pressure right now on Baskerville, but still enough with that runner in scoring position. The 1-1 is swung through and missed, and the count moves even more in favor of Baskerville. 1-2 now on the batter. Can Beaver County strike back here in the third? The pitch comes in here as Baskerville will let us know. Swung on, foul back, and have to wait for at least another pitch here as it's out of play. Went right over and even kind of vibrated on the top of the backstop. It's a 1-2 count still here on Miller. Baskerville just looking in, taking his time. Now he's got his pitch. Wait and see if there's a timeout called. No, the 1-2 swung on, hits that one out into left center field. Center fielder chasing in. Miller, McGuire makes the grab.
Beautiful catch there, saving a run.
Out number 3. Bottom of the third's next here as 2 are left on and nobody come in here for Beaver County.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are 2 of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means we want to take care of the community that takes care of us too.
And we have to work together always. And that's how you stay in business for 40 years.
You know, I love being a helper because when I help somebody, it makes me feel good.
It means a lot that I can make a difference in others' lives.
So I will do everything I can and just being there for them every step of the way.
I want them to know within the first 5 minutes that they could depend on me. That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Bottom half of the third inning. First pitch is a low for ball number 1 to get things going here for Youngstown. Henne, Havrilla, and Lute to start off, so back to the top of the order. The 1-0 is low for ball number 2. That one also went a little bit into the dirt, just skipping along into the glove there of White. Now the 2-0 as Nolly throws in. Throws way high over the glove there as he just kind of stood up. Just couldn't make the grab.
Yep. Just went over the umpire's head. Don't think he'd be calling that one a strike.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
You would be surprised with some of these umpires we've had. The 3-0 misses high. Ball number 4. A 4-pitch walk right there on the leadoff man for Youngstown, and that brings up A.J. Havrilla.
Not a good start.
Havrilla to come up here. Already came aboard once with an error in this game. An error off the third baseman, went in and out of his glove.
Right over his head.
Had runners at the corner at that point. And he was able to steal second base as he got on via base hit his first time around. The pitch comes in. It is low inside. Called, though. Strike number 1. What do I know? Maybe it was just above the knees.
I thought that might have been inside. But
for the championship game for 14U, the guy we had behind the plate, and it's not this guy, and I don't know his name, and it's a good thing that I don't want to go out and start saying anything about people, but the umpire, his strike zone, it was just, if it was a ball, it either had to be above the zone or down below it. If it was off to the side, it could have been all the way over past the other box, and it still would have been a strike. It was something. The 0-1 throw over to first, pickoff attempts not in time. Looked like he dropped the ball.
It's like a normal strike zone is like
it's a rectangle.
Yeah, a rectangle, but it's
from
up.
It's from
but
your.
He decided to have a horizontal rectangle.
Yes, it's from your shoulders down to your knees, and since these guys bend down enough, it kind of shrinks it. 0-1's in there for strike number 2. Throw over to second, bounces away, but backed up
Good
well
save.
here. Our second baseman
kept him from getting to third.
A little bit of luck there, and actually it was the shortstop who covered. Swapped spots there for a second. So runner able to steal over to second base again. We'll see if Vrilla can get on board again and maybe split those bases. Runners at first and third. The 0-2 pitch will let us find out. Just off the mark here for ball number 1.
I'm giving the symbol like, yeah, I was out.
Little less of a dainty one there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was kind of funny. Just wasn't expecting that from this guy.
He just said,
Yeah, nothing against it. I mean, hey, did the job. It's just unexpected. The 1-2. And they're called. Strike number 3, 1 away.
He's unforgiving with that strike zone inside. I mean, he had to probably was hogging the plate a bit, but he was kind of.
You know, that's always the excuse. I think that, but then you look back and you're like, no, they weren't. These kids are far enough off. Umpire just isn't always 100% confident when it comes to coming in, so just plays it safe and gives it to the pitcher. First one comes in, swung on, line down the first base line. Had a lot on it, but it's a foul ball, so it's a strike number 1 here on Lute. RBI ground out his last time up.
If that would have landed fair, it would have easily been an RBI.
So far for for Youngstown, it was going to do it. 2 RBI groundouts in a row. That one's a wild pitch, gets away from White. Runner takes off from second all the way over to third. Well, I guess the score bug didn't want to update when I tried to put up on second base because it still said he was over at first. He's at third base now.
Sometimes that score thing has a mind of its own. It kept changing the score on me on the one game I called on Saturday.
Well, maybe you were not paying attention because it's right next to the ball. So
yeah,
you
could have
never
been
know. That one's up high a little bit. Not just a little high.
I'd go into the bottom of the inning. I'd be like, I don't know. This is the correct score. If you thought the other score, that was
technical
not the right one.
Yes. The 2-1 pitch.
Blame it on the technology.
Low for ball number 3. That's always the easy way out there, and Not saying anything about that, just whatever works. It's all good. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on, hits that one on the first base line, and then bouncing right on top of the bag. He'll around first, stays put there. It's an RBI single there as he gets a little bit lucky as it just drills right into the first base and bounces over Beluski's glove into shallow right field.
Absolutely. That looking like it was just going to be a routine, a second sacrifice ground out for him. But
he had to grind it out to get the RBI.
He did, yeah.
You weren't incorrect.
Bounce in their favor.
That's now the second RBI from Lutz. So the offense is coming from these two guys here. Chalice steps in. Him also an RBI ground out. Both were over from second to first. So interesting. Throw over to second. Gets off the side of the glove there of Miller covering. And ends up falling on his butt after the ball goes right off the side of his glove. So runners into second base safely with a steal. 1-0 the count here at the plate. Always helpful for the offense when the count can go their way and the runner can go their way as well.
Yourself back in scoring position. Just you got an out to play with, so you got a lot of options here to get that runner home.
Pitch is swung back up the middle, not hit hard at all. Gets down in the grass. That's a single. Runner to first. Thinking about second. Throw comes into the cutoff man. We've got runners at the corner. Still working with only one away here for Youngstown.
It's well hit ball. Just found that hole out there. Could have been an RBI, but runner at second. I did the right thing, made sure it dropped first instead of just taking off. But now you got the threat. Runners at the corners, 1 out. So you got another sacrifice, could bring a 4th run home for them.
Antonio Cordero struck out swinging his one and only time up, but he won't be out number 3 if that is the case. That is the good news here for for Youngstown. The pitch, throw over to first. On time here, he's back in safely with the tag.
The scoreboard out there does say Astro, so
it's because it is their lineup here. That's who's playing in this game, but
they're representing the city of Youngstown.
And they're wearing the Y jerseys out there. Throw over to first again, this time in the dirt, but scooped up there by Beluski. No tag made, but they're just happy that the ball didn't get away.
Don't want another stolen base. But 2 runners in scoring position.
Pitch comes in. Pitch gets low, gets away off the shoulder there of White. Runner comes in, and he will score. Runner all the way to third. No throw made. That wild pitch will cost them a whole bunch here. Not only is it 4-0, but now a runner 90 feet at third base. Oh,
runner
boy.
Wasn't even thought about stealing, kind of danced around. As soon as that pitch got back, took off for second, saw that catcher still didn't have the ball.
Just keep running. Just keep running. Listen to your coach. They're going to lead you to the right place.
Covered in his jerseys, covered in dirt, ruined a nice white jersey, but I think he'll take it.
What's in there for strike number 1? Just annoying there for the parents who are going to be doing it. Unless, of course, they make him do his own laundry, then
maybe so.
Well, I wouldn't blame
that,
him for
or
that
more
one.
likely tell them to go to a laundromat so they don't destroy their perfectly good laundry machine at home.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2, and the batter goes down into this count here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Down, not out, though. Here for Cordero, still the batter for Youngstown. The 1-2 inside, a little high, and I think it was just a little high. That's all, so the count's even. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's been calling similar pitches strikes all night.
Again, that's why. It was just high. That's all it really took for him to be convinced. So a little lucky there for Cordero, the 2-2 pitch. They swung on, fouls that one behind him. Back into the backstop. Next man on deck there, and Slanker will go grab the ball. The count stays put. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ben Slanker, that's just the perfect baseball name there if you ask me.
Slanker.
The 2-2 is swung on, hit right over to short. He's got it. Throw to first. In time for out number 2. Runner from third in the meantime will cash in. 5-0 Youngstown over Beaver County. Another RBI ground out in this game.
Most of their runs have come in that RBI ground out.
3 out of 5.
Yeah. A lot of sacrifice plays, a lot of good
situational
situational
hitting. An RBI
hitting.
single and a wild pitch are the other 2.
Yeah.
So.
Some unorthodox ways to get runs, but it works. Runs are runs.
Good baseball name here, and Ben Slanker steps up, took ball number 1 a little off the plate. Next pitch comes in from Nolly. It's low in the dirt, bounces away off down the line. It's getting away here, Jordan. Got a mind of its own. I think that one landed fair.
Well, it wasn't called fair, but yeah, I
Well,
could see it.
he never swung. It just got away there.
Yeah, that was like a
that
bunt.
was just trying to be cute, Jordan. Get with the joke.
Oh, yeah, I see. Just satire, yeah.
Oh, if you're not doing it. The 2-0. Swung on, hits that one out towards right center field. That one might drop down. Center field comes in, makes the grab, and made it look effortless. Nobody's left on, but more damage done by probably by Youngstown. Gotta stop doing that, Jordan. It's 3-0 as we head to the 4th.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means taking care of our local customers.
Realizing, number one, that we're here for them.
To do anything that would convenience the customer.
And every day I'll go the extra mile so they can trust us.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Bo Fornataro to start things off for Beaver. The pitch is swung on, hits that one into the glove of Slanker. Throw to first, almost threw it away, gets back down just in the nick of time for out number 1.
Amazing athletic play there.
Even luckier that gravity was on their side.
Yeah.
Whew.
He jumped up and made sure he landed and put his foot in the bag. Still beat him. It wasn't even close. It was close, but you could tell like that was an out.
Welling steps in, and the first pitch will come. That one's in there for strike number 1. Had me convinced otherwise.
Yeah, it had a good curve on it. I thought that was just going to go way
just
upstairs.
Just enough to nick the side. The 0-1 is swung on, fouls that one right back, and the batter's in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, as we said earlier, winner of this game will move on to the winner's bracket here, and that game is going to be played at 8:15 tonight versus Tigers Elite. The pitch is low in the dirt, bounces away from Chalice, and it's ball number 1. 1-2 the count. And then the loser's bracket will be determined after that. That game will be played at 6 p.m., so I believe that'll be the loser of the next game versus the loser of this game. Try and stave off elimination. That one's up high for ball number 2. Then the winner of the next game at 8:15, the winner of the first game tomorrow will play in game 4 to try and get into the championship round. That one is low for ball number 3.
So it's entirely possible.
Or I do actually believe that is just for the champion, and then the if necessary game would be the championship. Okay, that would explain it more. So if they can just get whoever lost. That one swung on, hit out towards left center field. Left fielder comes in, and it goes off his glove. Runner rounds first, comes over to second. We'll wait and see how they decide to score that one officially. But with one out, there's a runner aboard here at second base, and they're granting it a base hit.
Ooh, I don't know. Seemed like he could have made that catch, just like kind of bounced out of his glove, maybe off the tip of it.
Something you'll learn here is benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. It was a well-hit ball and some great base running to get that double out of it, but
So Welling takes advantage there of a base hit that will go down officially in the scorebook, or if they're even score, I'm not even sure. If stats will even be a factor, but that brings up Snavely here, or Snavely. Pardon me if I've been mispronouncing it here. Over one with a strikeout looking. We'll have a courtesy runner coming in here for the base runner. So Welling comes out. That's number 40 coming in here, and give us a second. We'll be able to tell you who that is. Well, we don't know the first name. It starts with an M, and it's Clarice out there doing the running. So not sure who Clarice's first name is or what it is, but
could be a lot of things. We're not going to guess. We're just going to call him Clarice.
Pitch is in there, swung on, and hit out towards center field. Coming in, charging, doesn't have to dive, and it's in the glove there. McGuire, 2 away on the flyout. Looks like a Mike. I'll call him Mike.
Mike. Mark.
Mitch.
Mo.
Matt. Macy, I don't know.
Mason, my Uncle Mason.
Mason.
Alan Mason's
Maddie, I don't know.
last name. His first name is Don, but whatever.
Names are names.
Yeah.
Paluski steps in, struck out swing his last time up.
Muhammad, the most common name in the world.
Yeah, it's a possibility. It's the world of possibilities here until somebody comes over and tells us to stop talking and gives us the name. Pitch is swung on and missed. Strike number 1. That's not going to happen here. Don't have that kind of service. Not that it's anybody's job to tell us to stop talking. We should know when to. We don't.
Well, we've mispronounced names a few times. We've actually had parents come over and say, hey, it's this way. Or well, the one time we were calling basketball, we thought the 2 players were brothers, but they were not. And we were told that, like, towards the end of the season.
Yeah,
and
they
we calling them brothers
wait.
the whole time.
And their parents knew it, and were getting annoyed, but nobody ever came over and said anything. So we just kind of assumed that one swung on down the line. They were playing on the same team just to make sure that's very clear here. Same team, same last night. The 1-2 pitch will come in here with a runner now at second base still. Here on Beluski still an 0-1, pardon me, the 1-2 count. Strikeout swinging, and that was his last time up, trying to avoid that same fate here. The 1-2 comes in from Baskerville. Off the mark, call for ball number 2, and the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Ready, tosses in, swung on, hits that one out towards right field, but it's going to be right in to Weaver's glove, and that is out number 3. The score stays put, 5-0 Astro Falcon with 1 left on for Beaver, heading to the bottom of the 4th inning on YSN.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-res futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Bottom half of the 4th inning comes up now for Youngstown. Should be now, pardon me, number 24 here. McGuire's been making some phenomenal plays in the outfield. Swings the first pitch, fouls it right off here on the third base side towards Snavely, and it's strike number 1 on the foul off. Just trying to get out early on this pitcher, maybe try and make him uncomfortable, as he's probably already feeling pretty uncomfortable in this game given the score. The 0-1 pitch coming in from Nolly. up way high, trying to take off and get into space. The count's even, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Trying to be the first to get to Mars there with that fastball.
Count's even. Swung on, fouls that one back, and well, that one's even closer to Mars. 1-2 the count, but that's courtesy of the batter, just giving it a little bit of an extra oomph. McGuire 1 for 1 with a base hit. The 1-2 swung on. Must have gone. Nope. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. Throw down. Tags in time. That'll go down as a strikeout swinging. And there's 1 away. Brings in Weaver. Well, speaking of strikeout swinging, he's 0 for 1 because of one of those.
Chance to redeem himself. Get something going here. Up by 5. So you're not in any rush, but, you know, game's never safe until that last out is recorded.
First pitch, what I'll come in here to Weaver. The pitch from Nolly is swung through, missed, strike number 1. Just trying to get a healthy hack on that one. Couldn't make some contact.
Yeah, you get a good pitch to go after in the first time. Might as well just try
good
to get
confident
something out of it.
swing, though.
Yeah.
The 0-1. Slow for ball number 1. The count's even. Tell you, been calling a lot of 14U games as of you recently, and a lot of those swings there, these kids second guess themselves halfway through, and more often than not, they're good swings and good balls to swing after, but they stop themselves here as my watch is trying to listen in our conversation. But I'll tell you, they should just go through with confidence, and they'll find much better results. It's all part about growing up here and learning the game.
You know,
the 1-2 is low,
comes
gets
with
away.
experience. It's like just commit to it, even if like we've seen him missed 2 like heavy swings for strikes,
but he's going through, he's following through, he's committing,
if
he's
you
not
made
second
contact
guessing
on those swings.
Yeah, like what? And that happens so often too. You stop out halfway and it goes off and fouls it off or goes in play. Swung through and missed here, but he committed to that swing. Yeah, it's strike number 3 and out number 2, but he went after it.
Thought he kind of got fooled on that one. A little bit of a.
And that was a good job by the pitcher, and that's stuff that the pitchers learn too.
Yeah. It's like, hey, he swings and he swings confidently, so don't want to throw him something that he could easily hit. Got to make him chase a bit.
First pitch comes into Curran. It looks like it went off the side of the glove there of White. For a second, it looked like it went right off his left buttock, but instead it's just ball number 1 that goes away.
Yep.
Curran grounded out his last time up, short over to first. The 1-0 now comes from Nolly. That one swung on foul back, and the count's even. Oh, pitcher out there. He's got a fun name. Talking about Slinker earlier. Why not talk about the fun we're having out there with the pitcher? Nice and easy. Hard to miss that one. Of course, I'm sure I've been screwing it all up the entire time, but you know what?
No,
we'll just keep it quiet. It's okay. Shh. It's Nolly. That one swung on, hit, finds the hole. Shortstop can't get to it. DeCupio just thinking about, just couldn't get the glove down in time, so the 1-1 turns into a base hit here. There's one aboard, brings up Henny.
Seen that happen a few times, just unable to get it in the infield. Would have been a tough play to make regardless if he was able to field it cleanly.
It was a good effort nonetheless there by the defense. Just, hard hit. Just hard hit enough, I guess. Henny steps in, a base hit and a walk for him on base twice. That's good for him and his team. First pitch he takes low, called strike number 1. Got to drill after him, who's still looking for that first hit. See if that can come here in this inning, potentially. The 0-1 pitch now comes in. It's a little bit too low. Bounces away here. Runner takes off to second. Throw over. Nowhere near in time. This time gets out in front of the defenseman covering. And second baseman there, Miller, still just can't glove it cleanly.
Got them there standing. Honestly, if I probably wouldn't have taken that throw at that juncture because it was so close to being there.
Hindsight is 20/20, and that one's low for ball number 2. Best you can do is just wipe it off your shoulder and move on.
Well, I just need one more out to get out of this jam, so.
2-1 pitch is a little bit too low for the umpire. Don't want to make any drastic calls here, and the count moves 3-1. Although, it could be drastic here if you are hoping that Beaver can maybe get out of this. The 3-1 pitch. Low and inside. He walks him. 2 aboard.
2 aboard, 2 out. I mean, we've seen them strike before in a similar situation.
Well, when you saw Henny come up, 2 walks already, he knew he's patient. Only going to swing here if he really feels he can make contact. He's done that already once with a base hit, so Good batter right there and a good base runner as well. Avrilla's still yet to find his groove, though, and this one steps in, the 0-1 pitch.
The only silver lining here, if you're Beaver, is that 2 outs, there's 0 chance that they can hit a sacrifice ground out or pop fly.
Yeah, you can get away from an inning from one of those. That one's in there for strike number 2, and now they're closer to striking out. Avrilla for his second time. Last time up was a strikeout looking as well, so history can repeat itself here.
Yes.
Now he will look in. He's got his pitch. Again, the sun's trying to peek through the smoke. The 0-2 throws that one away. Great job by White, though, to get it on the backhand in the dirt. These catchers, I tell you, it's an Olympic sport out there to be a catcher at this level.
Oh, yeah, you got to
chase after everything. And these kids, they put in a whole lot of work. They've been doing it since 14, where the pitches were even more all over the place. These guys deserve a medal. The 1-2 is up high and inside for ball number 2, and the count's even. It's just very impressive to watch them work. Not all of them are going to be stopped, but not all of them can be stopped. Some of them are going up into the top of the zone, but, I mean, higher into the top of the zone, just above it.
Going up to Mars.
And that's what I'm trying to get at. That one swung out into left field.
Gets his first hit.
Leadoff man
Chance
to
for an
third.
RBI.
He's coming in. Throw. They're going to focus on the runners on the infield here. Leadoff man comes in. It's 6-0. Youngstown will extend their lead. Still 2 away. Avrilla, his first hit here comes in the form of an RBI single.
He's on the verge of striking out for the second time in a row. Completely flips the script. Now he's on first with an RBI single.
Lute will step in here, an RBI single his last time up.
There we go.
It's the one that went right off the bag.
Got a little bit of a lucky bounce there.
Will come in, swung on, fouls that one off. Gives the Beaver County dugout a little bit of a spook as that one was coming over. Ducking for cover, but they're well covered over there. Fencing and everything in front of it. But still a little scary when it comes close. Especially how fast that one was coming at them. And they're not wearing their gear right now. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hits that one, chops it over. First base has it. Nobody covering again. To the pitcher. Tag. Is it in time? Yes, it is.
So.
Throw to the plate. Well, they called him out, so that wouldn't have mattered anyways.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they got him at first.
Infield umpire.
So they threw all of that here, which would have been interesting. Are they going to allow 4 outs here? That would be the first in baseball.
Changing the rules here.
They just weren't paying close enough attention.
Infield umpire gave the signal, a little bit of a half-hearted symbol or signal for out, but it was out, third out, so that throw at the plate didn't matter.
The ground out over to first base will do it here. 2 are left on. 1 came in for Astro, and it's 6-0 heading into the 5th inning.
Everything you need to find a vehicle you love is right here at Greenwood Chevrolet. I'm Tracy, and I have the tools to make buying a car you love easy. Browse our inventory in person or online and find a vehicle that's right for you. Next, I'll get you approved for financing that works for you. Then, drive home in your new vehicle. I'm Tracy, and I have the perfect plan to help you drive home in the perfect vehicle. Find a vehicle you love only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
House troubles can attack anytime. When trouble strikes, call Mighty Mike. Your hometown hero is on his way. HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Mighty Mike Heating and Cooling will save the day. Commercial or residential, 24/7. For quality service you can depend on, call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
So we're here in the top of the 5th inning here now for Beaver County. Their coach upset about something, though. None of us can figure out what. They got the out in a very impressive way, too. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. Did they think they could get the 4th out after all? I mean,
maybe they think the out will carry over.
I'm not sure. Maybe like that counts, right?
Yeah.
That counts, right? Umpire giving them the bad news. No, that's not how this works.
Youngstown will start the bottom of the 5th with 1 out already. I mean, I don't know. Don't give the MLB any ideas. They might implement that in the minor leagues.
The 1-0 is inside for ball number 2. You know they might.
They might.
With some of the rules that they have already that they're implementing,
Oh.
changing the game. Speeding it up a little bit, too. The 2-0. Swung on, fouled off, goes behind and underneath the catcher's legs. Well, what, you don't like sitting through 5-hour baseball games?
Okay, you
And
know,
a doubleheader?
Watching
In
it
the
on
heat?
watching it on TV is like I like it quicker, but when you're in person at the field, it's
Yeah,
like
it's part of
man,
the
I miss the quick
experience.
game or the long games. I mean,
Well,
now I mean, you
go
used
to
to be able
Cleveland for
to
a rain delay,
go.
then it'll take forever.
Yeah, you used to be able to go in like the bottom half of the third, go down to the lower deck, get some beer, get some nachos,
3-1's low off the mark here for ball number 4, and there's a runner aboard. They lead off the walk here with Beluski.
You used to be able to do that in like half an inning. Now you go, especially that game we went to see the Guardians when the Braves were in town when they were giving away the Hawaiian shirts. I believe my brother went and got food. He was gone for 2 whole innings because of just how quickly they go now. So you almost
Pardon
miss
me.
half the game.
That was McLean who just walked there. Must have forgotten to put the last out of the last inning in there for them. So my bad. It's
Yeah.
White now up. Has a base hit already in this game. First pitch low off the mark here for ball number 1. So 1-0 count here, 1 aboard, nobody away. The pitch is off the mark. Yes, umpire agrees with that sentiment, and it's a 2-0 count. Just got to make sure that they agree with what we're saying here. It's always a little bit scary and just going ahead of them. Going to come back and hunt you. The 2-0 is in there. Strike number 1. Good find there by Baskerville. Not his first time having a leadoff runner aboard via a walk, so I'm sure it won't be his last after this either. 2-1. Slow called. Strike number 2. Maybe he'll just find more pitches low in the zone that look like they're defying the laws of gravity. Counts even 2-2 on the batter. Beaver County having a whole bunch of issues trying to find the first run. The 2-2. Swung after that one in the dirt and missed it completely. No foul, no nothing. 1 away. Brings up Hewitt.
Just got that way low and made him chase after it.
Well, it looks like there might actually be somebody different coming out here.
45.
Number 45 here in, well, it starts with a B. It's Woolley.
B. Woolley. Brandon?
And so Brendan steps in.
I don't know if that's his name. I'm just thinking of B names. Brandon.
Now the pitch to
Billy.
Brad is swung on and missed for strike number 1. 0-1 the count here to number 45.
Bob.
Now the 0-1 to Brody. It's swung on. That one's over to third base. Slanker has it.
Good
Throw
play.
over to first.
Pretty
No.
close. Oh.
It's going to be off the glove there of Lute. And Brady Woolley makes his way over to first base. We've got runners at first and second base here. Still just 1 away.
Would have been a close play regardless. Just wasn't able to make a catch at first. I think he would have beat it if he would have fielded it cleanly.
I'll put that one down as an
out,
E5 then. So that brings up DiCaprio, number 23, walking a base hit here for him. And we do have first names for him, TJ. Not sure what they stand for. No, those are initials unless his parents just really were trying to be ahead here and just say, we're just going to call him TJ and we'll be done.
Yeah.
Could be possible. You never know.
I used to know someone whose name was DJ.
Oh, you work for a DJ now.
Yeah, I do. But it was just DJ. It didn't stand for anything.
The 1-0. Low called. Strike number 1. The count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike here.
Some people call me JT, but really,
The 1-1. Low and inside for ball number 2, and the count moves 2 balls and a strike. And apparently the question that the coaches were upset about was, did the first baseman actually step on base? 2-1 swung on, popped up. Somebody asking for a replay, though. They know very well that that's not a possibility here with YSN. I wish we could. I would love to give you a replay, but we can't.
Yeah. Not that it would, I mean, this angle, you really can't see that well. We'd have to have a camera guy out there.
I mean, I'd love to be able to do the one that we have zoomed in, just move it over, but then we wouldn't be able to get it back in position.
Yeah, I mean, that camera's set and it hasn't moved.
We're not going to try.
No, I'm not trying to mess that up. It's connected to this little video board
Oh, yeah, and the
control
wires are
thing.
short. Yeah, there would be so many different issues. You should
Yeah.
probably start a fire in here. Unlike Fall Out Boy, you did start the fire. The 2-2 is swung on, hit out towards right field, lands right in front of Weaver. We have bases loaded, just one away here for Beaver County, and they've got something brewing here in the 5th inning.
They are looking strike. They're down by 6. Don't have a lot of time left, so they got to do what
They have
they
plenty
can.
of time. This isn't MLB, but they don't have plenty of innings left.
That's what I
what
mean.
you're getting at. You got
Plenty of
Miller,
chances,
2
I
flyouts,
should
1 to
say.
right, 1 to center.
Only 3 left if they can't get it done.
Whatever wind we had earlier is not blowing. The
Now
flag
that
is
flag
gone completely limp.
Dead. Yeah, look at that. It's not moving at all. Maybe just a little bit.
So nothing here to help out the batter at all. He's got to do it all himself, just trying to maybe find a base hit here. I'm sure that's the idea. But again, Miller, well, maybe they could find a sac fly. They'll take the run, I'm sure, but I'm sure they wouldn't be happy about that. They'd rather just have a base hit, bring in maybe a couple runs instead of just the one. Well, time will tell here. It's up to Baskerville right now, still boasting the shutout. About halfway through this game now. Playing those 7-inning games. First pitch comes in. It's swung on, flown out towards center field. Underneath it is McGuire, and they'll go ahead and settle for the flyout. No,
doesn't.
No,
that was
sac
an
fly.
amazing throw.
Absolutely phenomenal by McGuire to get it back in. And now I really do wish we had a replay.
Yeah, that was just an absolute cannon from not even like shallow center. Like that was deep center. Gets it right in. I mean, that would have been a close play at home.
McGuire,
Like, he could have thrown
give
it
him
out.
all the praise and the
It's
glory
beautiful
on
throw
that
there.
one. Couldn't ask for anything better.
The runner
Oh,
was just
man.
waiting there. He had his foot already on the bag, just waiting for the catch. He was ready to
First
take off.
pitch to
but
Fornataro there is up high and a little away for ball number 1. That's going to be living on our minds for a while, rent-free.
helping his pitcher out, say, hey, I'm going to help you keep your shot out here.
And we'll see if they can keep it up. The 1-0. Swung through, fouls it back. And the count's even, 1 ball and a strike now. See if Baskerville can maybe bail himself out. Wow.
Well, even count. It's got 2 strikes to get
out there.
Yeah.
Some great plays just
these
throughout
are
the entirety between both teams.
Absolutely.
But, man, that was something. The 1-1 swung out to right field. That one's going to get a base hit. Runners come in, and they'll have no play to make. They throw to the plate just to keep anybody else from trying. And the shutout comes to an end here. Beaver County gets an RBI single off of Fornataro.
Announcer's curse. Think we would learn our lesson.
There's no such thing as that, Jordan. You're just trying to make up excuses. Brings up Welling. Don't have to bail these guys out.
Yeah. Still, I mean, it's a great performance nonetheless. Only given up 1 so far. But he's got to get out of this inning.
You just look at their hits are 7-6 still in favor of.
Some
it says
great
Astro out
defense,
there.
yes.
It's in there for strike number 1.
Beaver 6 hits, Youngstown 7. So it just shows like just the amount of good defense we've seen, as well as just how many sacrifices that Youngstown have as
The
well.
0-1 is off the pardon me. Off the mark. Not sure where my head was going there, but the count's even, 1 ball and 1 strike. And my mind left about at the beginning of the NABF. Hasn't come back, still looking for it. The 1-1 is swung on, hit out towards center field. That one gets down, another base hit. Now bringing 1. They're going to go for 2. Throw comes to the plate. Tag will be in plenty of time for out number 3.
Another amazing, just absolute cannon out there by McGuire. Just
oh, wow. He has had 2 great plays here. So count 1 more of those in, and it's a 4-run difference as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Youngstown coming to bat when we return.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Sheely's is more than a furniture store. We're a hub for all of your appliance needs. We offer the widest selection at everyday low prices, with over $1 million of in-stock inventory from Whirlpool, KitchenAid, LG, GE, and more. Our knowledgeable, no-pressure sales staff can help you find the perfect appliances for your home. We're there for you beyond your purchase to service what we sell and offer free local delivery with 24-month special financing. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Bottom of the 5th inning here. Astro Falcon, Chalice, Cordero, and Slanker to start things off. RBI ground out for Chalice and a base hit for him as well. See what he can do in his 3rd at bat. We're just waiting for the catcher to make his way over here.
Been another problem
Caught
with
him
the mitt.
slacking.
Yeah.
Got his glove slacking then. He just cannot find much luck here. 2nd time now that he's having some issues.
I think they're going to run out of backup gloves. They're going to have to fix the other one.
Maybe that is the other one.
Maybe quickly make a trip to Dick's Sporting Goods out in Boardman.
Pitch is low for ball number 1. 1-0 the count now here on Chalice just to start off. Nolly's still out there doing the pitching. Only 4-run difference, so if he can keep it here, his team will probably keep him out there for a while. That one's in there, call for strike number 1. Counts even, 1 ball and 1 strike.
One pitch coming up. He's not wasting too much time. He's trying to get it in there. That's going to bounce away, but he swung through, so it's going to be strike number 2.
Well, trying to figure out if there's any of this stuff, and one person here doesn't know, so maybe we'll be able to find out between innings.
Both of these pitchers have gone quite deep in this game, and I know in regular Class B, I think you said it was 100 pitches was the limit.
105 at 18. The 1-2 is swung on, popped up, might be playable. No, they'll just watch that one go away. Count will stay put. 1-2, still on the leadoff man in Chalice. Cordero on deck, waiting to see what he will be able to do, what the situation is. Suspense, I'm sure, is killing him. The 1-2 pitch now as Nolly looks in, has his pitch, throws in. It's low, bounces a little bit off to the side here from White, and the count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Chalice. So he's able to hold up for a little bit here, seeing if the result can get more into his favor. Only game being played on any of these 3 fields here. When you pointed out earlier that it was just weird seeing the ghost town. The 2-2 is swung on, hit third base, and it gets in the hole between short and third. Chalice to first, and he will not go any further. That's going to be a leadoff single here for Youngstown. So that'll be a second base hit, and this game goes the other direction here from his last. Cordero will step in, strike out swinging, and an RBI ground out. I'm sure I already said that once. Doesn't hurt to remind everybody, though. Remind myself, too.
I did see on field 2, I saw some, which I would have to assume is the next team who's over there, just kind of practicing. I thought it might have been like some kids just hanging out.
Well, no, you can't just come in here.
I wasn't sure if that was a thing or not.
No. That one swung on, hit past the glove of Snavely. Pardon me here, trying to get his name correct has been a pain in my thorn, or a thorn in my side.
That was a tough one to make. It was a very hard hit ball. He did a good job preventing it from getting further into the outfield, just holding the runners at first and second.
So great job there by Cordero. Brings in Slank, who's 0 for 2 flyouts into center field. Fornatero has a best friend here in Slanker. We'll see if that can change, maybe break up the friendship. At least the one-way friendship. The pitch comes in just a little bit off here. Ball number 1, although probably arch nemesis here in the other way around for Slanker when he looks at that center field. Saying, I'm not going to give it to you this time. The 1-0. Swung on. Well, that one's into right field. Base hit. Gets past second and first. Leadoff man comes around. New man going over towards third base, and he'll be in there safely. The throw is off, and the Youngstown team here will extend their lead. Now up 7-2. 5 runs is the difference. Seeing if they can maybe get up by 6 again. good chance here. 3 hits in a row.
Take back those runs that they gave up in the previous inning. Previous half inning.
McGuire, base hit and a strikeout swinging for him. He's either going all the way or he's getting nothing.
Well, some great heroics there in center field the previous half inning. See if we can make some heroics on the batting side of it.
Pitch is in there. Strike number 1. Runner takes off. Steals second base. No throw. White didn't seem to be completely ready for that.
Yeah.
So 0-1 here. 2 in scoring position. Astro can blow the doors off this one here. Get a few more runs. The 0-1 pitch. Slow for ball number 1. The count evens up. 1 ball and a strike. Again, Tigers waiting patiently for their game to start. They're over there waiting.
Just trying to see which team they're going to play.
Batting cages. Over on left field side in the parking lot. The 1-1 is upstairs by a whole bunch here. Backs off just in case it decided to curve in. Doesn't. It's just ball number 2. A 2-1 count now on the batter. So he's got it in his favor. Nolly. He looks in now. He's got himself ready. The throw. Swung on. Pops it up. Who's got that one? First base catcher. Catcher underneath it. White watches it. And it ends up getting out of play here. So not quite underneath it here. Count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one's out of bounds.
Took a bounce and landed over there by the concession stand. Get a little baseball with your cheeseburger.
Be a very interesting slushy to have right there. The 2-2. Not sure if they sell those or not. Never really looked. I don't think they have the machine.
I'm not
2-2.
sure.
Slow bounces away. Runners will stay put. Here's that one goes down the first base line. Catcher looking a little winded right now as that one right off his chest. Now White is still in some difficulty.
Coach
just
coming
trying
over,
to
yeah.
catch his breath right now, and they'll check up on him. His gloves have been taking a beating, and now he is as well. Again, it's no easy feat getting those balls as they just go off here. He's being checked up on. Coaches want to make sure he's okay. Very frightening sight as he's still healed over right now. We'll go ahead and step aside for at least 30, and we'll be back if you have any information or when the game starts up again. Looks like they're going to be taking somebody off their bench, so looks like White's day might be done.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
You know, being able to have success on the football field and the basketball court and just every aspect of, my sports career is now documented. One of the greatest things about high school sports is to be able to talk about it for the rest of your life and to look back on the days with my buddies whenever we had some battles, whether it was with, our rival or just another game. And I could go back and look at it and, not only myself, but my family members, my teammates, and it's something that will last a lifetime. My name is Parker Sherry, and my sports network is your sports network.
Your culinary adventure awaits at Legends Food and Drink. Experience a welcoming ambiance while you explore our appetizing menu featuring over 20 meals under $20 and over 30 lunches for $12 or less. Our private dining room seat between 10 and 20 at no additional cost. And don't forget our spacious 35-seat bar for your favorite sporting event. Book your special occasion in our elegant banquet room that seats up to 150 comfortably. Legends Food and Drink, a taste you'll remember. Market Street and Route 224 in Boardman.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Your culinary adventure awaits at Legends Food and Drink. Experience a welcoming ambiance while you explore our appetizing menu featuring over 20 meals under $20 and over 30 lunches for $12 or less. Our private dining room seat between 10 and 20 at no additional cost. And don't forget our spacious 35-seat bar for your favorite sporting event. Book your special occasion in our elegant banquet room that seats up to 150 comfortably. Legends Food and Drink, a taste you'll remember. Market Street and Route 224 in Boardman.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Well, White is no longer in this game. He got the wind knocked right out of him, and they walked him off slowly. Hopefully all is okay. That's a very frightening sight. You never want to see that. So best wishes here for Blake White. Now takes over here is Mulroy. Name starts with a B. We'll go ahead and pick off where we left off. The payoff pitch upstairs and inside, and just like that, bases are loaded. So all that anticipation for that brings up Weaver. McGuire takes his base. Weaver 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in this game. We'll see what he's going to be capable of, and it looks like not much here as we're going to get another break. Looks like we might be seeing a pitching change, and yes, we will. So we'll be back after more of a break here. YSN.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Sheely's is more than a furniture store. We're a hub for all of your appliance needs. We offer the widest selection at everyday low prices, with over $1 million of in-stock inventory from Whirlpool, KitchenAid, LG, GE, and more. Our knowledgeable, no-pressure sales staff can help you find the perfect appliances for your home. We're there for you beyond your purchase to service what we sell and offer free local delivery with 24-month special financing. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
New pitcher out there for Beaver County, Evan McCowan, to take over here for Nolly in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nobody out, bases loaded, already one more in because of an RBI single from Slanker. So it was only a matter of time here before we got to see one, and it comes against Weaver. Batter's already 0 for 2. First pitch will come in. That one's off the mark. Nope, called strike number 1. Stay safe right now.
You are not having luck with this tonight with the umpire.
Those umpires just don't like me. You gotta, they might have an earpiece in there. They're like, well, we know. You think it's one way. Well, here's the other. That one swung through and missed, and the count moves. No balls and 2 strikes. Weaver goes into the hole.
They secretly have it wiretapped, and they're just like listening in. The broadcast is probably delayed, so they gotta do
That's
it
why
that
he
way.
waits so long.
Yeah.
The 0-2 off the mark here by a bunch, and the count moves 1 and 2. Oh, we're coming up with all kinds of things today, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
That's not good. The 1-2 pitch. Swung through, missed, got him to go around swinging. Base is still loaded, and that's the third strikeout swing here for Weaver. And now Ben Kern will step in. Kern a ground out and a base hit already, so things are looking a little bit more up for him.
Let's see what version of him we will get in his third time at the plate.
Kind of new pitcher, so fresh arm. First pitch. That one comes in for strike number 1. A nice little sinker as it goes up and back down right into the zone. Had him completely off guard.
Perfectly executed.
The 0-1 pitch. Off the mark, misses ever so slightly here for the umpire's zone, and the count's even. 1 ball and a strike on number 12. Tigers making their way in. They're going to be sitting over in the bleachers behind the dugout they're expecting to take. They're thinking Beaver County. That's where they're sitting at the moment. The 1-1 bounces away low, and the runner will come in. Everybody else will move forward, and it is an 8-2 ball game on the wild pitch.
Well, Beaver got 2 runs off of them in the top half of the 5th, and now they decided that they want those runs back. But you know what? They're going to want more. You got 2 runners still in scoring position.
So 2-1 the count here on the batter. Steps back in. Kern still has a chance to get more. The pitch will come. Now it does. And it's low. Takes it. Ball number 3. 3-1 now on the batter, looking to maybe see if he can get those bases back to being full. Pitcher will throw in. The 3-1 is swung on, hit back up the middle, and no chance there for Miller. 1 run. Here comes 2 as that ball goes deep. Oh, looks like Kern was thinking about going to second base. He doesn't. Just makes it 10-2 here with now runners still over at first base.
Well, wisely threw it to second base, and because there was fairly little chance for a play to be made at home, unless you have a cannon arm like McGuire out there, which they do not.
Right now the run rule is 10 after 5. We are currently in the 5th. The pitch is low and away for ball number 1.
Well, that run rule
up by 8 right now.
Yep.
They're going up against Henne. 2 walks and a base hit for him. The 1-0 pitch now as McCowan will throw in. It's in there for strike number 1. I'm inclined to agree with the gentleman wearing black and gray pants.
I had some umpires in the 2 games I called here on Saturday. One of them were wearing red and one was wearing blue.
Oh, so
Like
they
a-
weren't both matching. One was wearing
Yeah.
red. Well, okay, normally they coordinate that. The 1-1. Tie for ball number 2. Guess the guy behind the plate just decided, well, I'm wearing red today. Why not?
I was like, I've never seen an umpire wear red before. There's either
I've seen them
dark
wearing-
blue or black.
I've seen them wear red, dark blue, black, light blue, and white. That one swung on foul
Okay,
back.
I think I've seen white before.
It's
Yeah,
even
it's
2
just
balls and 2 strikes. As long as they don't wear it after Labor Day, they're all good.
so used to them being either black or blue. I mean, umpires are literally, you call them, hey, blue, watch your eyes or something. So I'm like, red? Hey, red doesn't sound right.
Sounds like we're talking to our in-house announcer.
Yeah. Hey, red, watch your eyes. No, not you, red.
2-2,
the other red.
swung on, hit out towards right field. Right fielder chasing back, going
Over
over
his
his
head.
head. Runner will round second, comes over to third.
He might be
That's
able to get
Kern Henne
home.
to third.
Yes.
Yes, they're going to
He's
triple
going.
on this one. Run comes around, scores. They've got no prayer of getting that one. So, runner at third, RBI triple for Henne.
Had a little bit of a mistake out there and right. I was watching. He grabbed the ball and kind of dropped it, so we had to pick it up again. Those few seconds might have cost him.
Still just 1 out here, and the winning run is at third base. And Havrilla will be intentionally walked. Well,
That's
he had
the
an
first
RBI singles
intentional
last
walk
time,
I've
so
seen at this level.
it happens more often than you think. Now Lute will step in. That's the entirety of the order now seeing some action at least here. Can't really say Havrilla's seen any action as he just walked in and got told, just take your base.
Going to sound like a...
And now another intentional walk here. They're just going to fill the bases up here. They want to get the Chalice.
I'm going to sound like an old man here, but I miss the days where when you did intentional walks, you would actually have to... I know that they do this to speed the game up, but with a catcher would just stand outside the box and they basically just play catch 4 times, and that's how you would intentionally walk someone.
Chalice is 2-for-2 with an RBI ground out and 2 singles. Not sure this is the guy you really wanted to go up against. First pitch.
Not
in
sure.
there for strike number 1. Maybe they just wanted to try and get a double play ball in there, and since they could take off and get to second base, they just wanted to ensure.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're hoping for here.
I mean, they didn't need
As
to
a gamble.
load the base. Well, I guess if you load the bases, the play is
That's
anywhere.
what I'm saying. He can't go over to second base. He can't steal.
Yes.
The 0-1. Slow in the dirt
And
here.
that too,
Blocked well
like-
there by McMulroy, and the count is even 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now that you have bases loaded, it's a force out anywhere. So if it's, if you can make the play at home, make the play at home.
So they're looking for that double play ball. That's 100% what the idea is.
It's smart if it pays off for them.
The 1-1 doesn't swing. It's in there, strike number 2. Or they can just find out
It's a
number
real
2
good pitch
here
there.
and then just make things a little more nerve-wracking here for Astro. Batter back in. And the 1-2 pitch will come. Throws in, swung on, fouls it back out into the street. And the count is 1-2 here.
That landed on the concession stand roof and then bounced under the bleachers. And now there's a little girl going to climb back in there, I guess.
The 1-2 again.
Thinking about it, thinking, no, I don't get paid enough for this. Nope, she's going for it.
Inside, almost hit him.
Ooh, that
ball number
almost
2.
got his shoulder. I thought that might have got it for a second.
For a second there, I thought the umpire was going to say, take your base. If that was the case,
That would have been
that's ball game.
Yeah. Merry-go-round off a beanball.
Not the way you want to end the game, and luckily for them, that's not.
The girls acquired the baseball.
The 2-2 is off the mark here. Well, maybe not a beanball, but
that merry-go-round is in motion.
Potential.
Well,
so
not in motion,
walks
but
could rule here, but it's revving up. The engines are going.
All I got to do is press the button, getting ready for that all clear.
Big moment here for McCowan. Payoff pitch. Upstairs, inside, walks him, and that'll end it. 12-2, and there they come. So they ended in 5 innings, and Youngstown makes it look easy here, winning this game 12-2 over Beaver County. Beaver County 2 runs off of 7 hits, no errors, and Youngstown 12 runs off of 12 hits and 0 errors. Youngstown will be taking they'll be taking the spot against the Tigers Elite. Game scheduled for 8:15.
Taking a half-hour break here.
Potentially start maybe a little earlier. It just depends on the umpires and how ready these teams are.
Yeah, because they're probably going to be a different umping crew.
Well, it'd probably be the same crew, just have to switch gear. I doubt that they're going to get different umpires for 2 games.
Who knows?
These guys normally ready. They have the endurance. Doesn't matter here. We're just speculating.
Yep.
Whatever happens, it happens. We'll be here for it, and hopefully you will be as well. So until the next game at 8:15, from YSN, I'm Matt Maher.
Jordan Barber.
Signing off.
Have a good night.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.